Hi, I'm Randy.
And I'm Peggy, and these are our dogs, Jaxon and Lilly. And the four of us will be setting out on a road trip from Northeast Alabama to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. We hope you'll join us as we'll make plenty of pit stops with the dogs and hopefully see a lot of wonderful things to show you. So come along with us.
Yeah, we're going to be driving 78 hours and 4,604 miles to get to the top of the world. You probably can't see it on the video, but here is the Google map outlining the route that we're going to take. We will actually be going through several states as well as several states in Alaska and Canada. And finally, when we get to Fairbanks, we'll head north on the industrial road to get up to Prudhoe Bay. There aren't many gas stations along the way to Prudhoe Bay. It's about 550 miles from Fairbanks, and Coldwater has gas, and they also have gas at Prudhoe Bay itself. But we think we got enough gas on board, but we will be uploading our videos on, we'll try to put at least 2 videos a week on, and if we have time we may do more than that. We will have, hopefully we'll have satellite through Starlink. It was supposed to have been here today and it's not, so we'll be getting underway whenever it gets here. Everything else is in place, all the food's in the refrigerator, the dogs are on board, and all we got to do is crank the engine and head down the road. But I'd like to have the Starlink before we go, because that's what's going to enable us to communicate on our telephones and to upload and download no matter where we are in Canada or Alaska. The Starlink is going to give us the ability to put our videos up and also to download our text and different messages. And we'll probably even be putting in some photographs on Facebook. I haven't been active on Facebook in a while, but my account's still there. Peggy looks at Facebook almost every day and see what's going on in the world, but you might want to check out both of our Facebook pages and see what we're posting. We had to change RVs at the last minute. We had a F-250 and a fifth wheel that we really liked. That fifth wheel, it had a lot of room in it. The dogs loved it because they would ride in the back of the F-250 and sleep until we would stop, and then they got excited. We'd walk them for a while and then get back in the truck and we'd continue our trip. We did a 3,000-mile trip just to check them out and see how they were going to do before we do this 10,000-mile trip. But they were fine, and we think we'll do well. But the problem with the fifth wheel is it's such a long rig and a little bit hard to get under and get off of in an RV park if you just wanted to run down the street to get some food. And I don't think Peggy really wanted to drive it that much. We have anxiety disorder when it comes to trailers, because back in 2004 we rolled an Expedition and a bumper pool 4 times on Interstate 20. Not our fault. The truck lost its load in front of us and caused the wreck to happen. But still, it wasn't a pleasant experience, and I could understand her not wanting to drive it because it was pretty long. But we went down to Birmingham, did some shopping, and we found the Jayco MV29, which has the exact floor plan that we like. Maybe later she'll give you a tour of it and tell you how we're liking it. What I like about it is if we're stuck on interstate traffic, and you know that feeling when it's bumper to bumper as far as you can see up the road, and no place to get off to go to a service station. But here, if you're stuck bumper to bumper and you're not moving, you need to use the restroom. The driver's seat's over there, the restroom's over here. And so it's a little bit more enjoyable trip, because you know you're not going to get, and I don't know if you've tried 65 lately in Alabama, but going either way, you can be backed up for several miles, dead stop because of an accident or something. And as we travel from Brownsville to Kansas back home, we saw that a lot on the interstate. So this gives us a little bit more comfort when we're out there. If I get hungry, I'd be driving, or maybe not. Maybe she'll be driving.
Right.
But in any case, I could get up, come back here to the refrigerator and make me a sandwich or something. If I got really tired, I'd just go back and go to sleep and let her keep driving.
I think we're not going to do that. You're not going to go back and lay down and take a nap. We had a story that someone told us about that. The wife started driving, and the husband was supposed to come back and sit down in the passenger seat, and he didn't come back, and when she pulled over, she went back and she found him asleep on the bed in the back. So we're hoping that doesn't happen.
It was interesting too. Remember how she said that
Yes.
he was driving. He said, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and that's Jaxon. He's wanting to get his 2 cents in. But at any rate, he stood up, had it in cruise control. He stood up, held the steering wheel, let her slide into the seat. She took the steering wheel. Then he went back. And I don't know if we're going to be doing any of that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think like in mid-driving, one of us will slide out and the other will slide in. I don't think so. We're hoping not to do that.
But we've done a lot of prep work for this. We've planned our route out. I have looked at different places that we can stop and things that we can do. And coming back from Alaska, we're, of course, our goal first is get to Prudhoe Bay, which is on the Arctic Ocean. And I would say we want to spend the night there. However, a night in Prudhoe Bay is about 6 months long. A day is about 6 months long. So this time of the year, the sun doesn't go down. It just goes around. You see it on one horizon, just makes a circle. So, but we want to spend some time there, maybe equivalent to a day down here in the lower 48. But after we make it there, dip our toes in the water and let the dogs chase a couple of polar bears, we want to get in our rig, and then we'll drive back to Fairbanks on down to Anchorage, and we'll probably stop at Denali National Park, and then we want to go to Whitaker. That has the railroad tunnel that you've got to drive through, and they'll stop traffic one way so cars can go one way, and then they'll open it up and let the cars go the other way. Of course, when the train comes, everybody has to get out of the way because it's a train tunnel. It's pretty long too. That's the only way to Whitaker, except by boat. So we want to go to Whitaker and check that out, and hopefully we can find some good seafood down around Whitaker and Homer and that part of Alaska, which is on the ocean down there where all the fishing goes on.
And you need to tell everybody how they can see us on YouTube.
Yeah, if you just either search Randy and Peggie's Great Adventure, and the "and" is not an A-N-D, it's the little symbol "and," but Randy and Peggie's Great Adventure, then you can find us on YouTube, and I think the YouTube address is actually, well, I don't know it off the top of my head, but if you search Randy and Peggie's Great Adventure, you should find it. It should take you right to it. But coming back from Alaska, we're going to cut across and maybe hit Washington State and go down through Nevada and back across the Rockies into Colorado and pick up, we would like to hit the national parks there, Yellowstone. We have some friends that are there now with their kids from church and their kids. And then we'd also like to go to Mount Rushmore,
Right.
and check out the presidents. And then as we work our way back, we're going to stop in Kansas again. Our daughter and son-in-law have opened Victory Clinic in Kansas. And for you veterans out there that might be suffering from PTSD, they have a system of treating PTSD, anxiety, and depression, and it has a 97% cure rate if we do the whole protocol. And they're actually they're opened up beside the base there, because for all of those of you who don't know, 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And on this day, this Sunday that we're making this video, 22 veterans have killed themselves. And it's because of the anxiety in this lobe and the depression in this lobe, somehow, I don't know how it works, he explained it to me, but they start cross-talking, and that leads to severe depression, and veterans ended up committing suicide. But he said this system is FDA, VA, and insurance, all the insurance companies approved it. The problem is if you're not in Jaxson City where you can use the Victory Clinic, is getting your doctor or your psychiatrist to approve it, because they don't want to do much more than medicine and counseling. But this works. It really works. It's insurance approved, and all you got to do is find it's TMS. It's the system they're using, transcranial magnetic stimulation. They actually stimulate those parts of the brain with magnetism, and it's like I said, it has a 97% cure rate. So just a plug for the Victory Clinic in Jaxson City, Kansas. Soon having one in Manhattan and another one in Leavenworth, and I think they also got plans to go to El Paso, Texas, and other places and open clinics there. So if you know anybody that has PTSD, you need to have them look into transcranial magnetic stimulation, and there's also a drug that goes with that called Spravato, and it's a Johnson & Johnson drug, and again, it's VA and insurance, Medicare, and all that approved. So
and used together, they're both highly effective,
yeah,
helping people with PTSD,
97%,
and also other depressions.
Yeah, and I can tell you, it's painless, because I went out there. I will admit up front, I have PTSD, and sometimes I get a little more stressed about stuff than I should, and but it's not one of those things you can just suck it up and go on. It's actually a brain disease, and they've done scans of veterans that before they went to Iraq and after they came back from Iraq, and you see distinct changes in those areas. So what they're doing is fixing those areas, making it go back to normal, so you have a normal life.
And hopefully, if we're out there, we'll try to give you a tour of the clinic, have our daughter give a tour of the clinic, so you can have a little more information.
And actually, I got 2 more weeks of treatment doing that, so we might even get some video of me in there, because it's not, you just sit in this chair, kind of reclined back, and this little thing by your head here, and that's about it. But it is interesting, and I think it's really a great thing for veterans, and especially people, not just veterans, but anybody that's suffering from anxiety and depression. I know anxiety, this generalized anxiety disorder, is something that a lot of young girls at college age suffer, and it seems to be prevalent in that age group and that gender. But
Jaxon wants you wants to be on camera, and also Lily, and thank you for joining us. There's Lily under the table.
There's Lily. But
they're getting ready. Hey, they're very excited to travel, so we're looking for for some fun times with Jaxon and Lily.
So we're going to wrap this video up and finish getting packed. As you pack, there's all these little things that you got to remember, because we're going to be gone maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months and a half, who knows. Just when we decide to come back. Sold our cows, getting rid of our chickens, and we have a farm hen, and just going to take care of the farm while we're going, keep the grass mowed so it doesn't look like an abandoned house. But at any rate, what we'd like for you to do is to click the like button on the YouTube video. Under the bottom there's a like button, and there's also a share button, so share it with as many friends as you can, because we would like we want to make this something fun for us. It's a bucket list item, and we're wanting to make it as fun and interesting for us as we can, and we'd like to make it as fun and interesting for as many people as we can. And I didn't monetize the channel, so it's not that we're wanting to make money off of it or anything. We just want to share. We got friends 30 plus years in the military, and been in 150 countries, stationed on all three coasts, Gulf Coast,
In Puerto Rico.
and Puerto Rico. Yeah, I forgot that. But we got friends everywhere, and we just like for them to have an opportunity to see what we're up to now. And it's going to be challenging because we got a 14-year-old lab here and a 8-year-old rescue. I can't say pit bull.
She's a Staffordshire Terrier.
Got that Staffordshire
Okay.
Terrier.
And Jackson's a yellow lab, and he's wanting to go. He's ready to go right now. So click that like button and share, and that's Randy and Peggie's Peggie Great Adventure.
And as always, this is a blessing from God. He has blessed us so many ways
Definitely.
for us to be able to do this. So thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, great. That's good. Okay.